for Immortal Justice Fighter. Let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpt. The head sculpt actually looks really good. It is looking sharp. I like the eye stickers on this one for once, and it still has that plastic quality from Gaogao. Now the body is pretty much okay. Again, Gaogao's plastic has a little bit improved, but it's still pretty thick. So there are some sections that you would see that there are uneven plastic quality. Now the right arm section of my kit seems to be very loose. It doesn't have that popping sound, and if you move it around, it actually just dislodges from the connection, and it is a little flimsy. Now when I tried connecting this, I just noticed that the peg connecting to the unit doesn't really have that clicking sound. It doesn't lock in, which is very different from the left arm unit. You have that sound, but the shoulder section seems to be a little loose. Now the waist unit is pretty cool. I like that the side skirts are actually holding the swords of this mobile suit, and it's not the typical beam saber. It actually looks more like the GN blade from the 00 Riser, but it's just purple. So that's a pretty cool gimmick that they added to this. Now the leg unit has, again, most of the articulation, and I like the articulation down the ankle area, although I'm not a big fan of that high heel looking toe. Most of the weight of this comes from the backpack, and it becomes unstable. Now the cool thing about it though is that you have the kick blade feature on this mobile suit, which you could have these little beam effects, and it gives you that kicking blade action. Now like what I said, most of the weight comes to the backpack, and the backpack really looks like a mobile armor on its own. You have like little guns on the back that you could pull out, and the boosters can be rearranged, although the thrusters, they fall off on my copy. So again, I'm not sure if that's a Gaogao issue or it's just really that. Now the shield unit is very reminiscent to the Rising Freedom's shield. It also has these extension parts that turn into little wings, and you can connect this beam effect so that it could look like a flying shield weapon. And then you have the very plain looking beam rifle, so it's not really that spectacular. And now let's connect the head unit to the body unit. Now the plastic on Gaogao has improved, but it's really thick, so it's causing the head and the body to have a little bit of resistance as you put it down the ball joint, and it makes it a little feel stiff. The shoulders to the body unit have no issues. I think that's a very stable connection, but we'll talk about the connection later. Now the waist to the leg units, that's where sometimes the problems happen, because when I connected my leg unit to the waist, everything from the waist unit just fell apart, and I'm just reassembling it right now. So that's a bit of a hassle, especially down the side skirts, because the side skirts are removable. They're the swords. So when you connect the top half to the bottom half, it locks in place, and it's really okay. Let's do a quick shake test on this one, and let's see if it falls off. Nothing. It's pretty solid once you have the top half and the bottom half connected, but the problem happens when you connect the backpack. When you connect that, a lot of the backpack parts fall off, especially the canopy and the thrusters. They're really falling all over the place. So once you connect that and you try to make it stand, that's when you feel like, oh, I can't find the center of gravity because the backpack is heavy, and it falls off. Connecting the shields have no problem. But when you connect the rifle to the right hand, that's when you feel that there is a problem. The fist connector, or that little plate that covers the fist, it actually falls off. Very common in what I've experienced with a lot of the Gaogao kits. One of their fists always loses that connection. And when you try to connect the arm, it actually loosens and it falls off, and it doesn't stay in place. It just really is flimsy, which can be fixed. But once you have it all connected, the Immortal Justice looks okay. Together with the Rising Freedom, they look fantastic together. Very nice design. I really like the Destiny Freedom designs on these mobile suits. Now, the colors are really fantastic. I'm very happy that they chose crimson, red, or maroon with dark blue on this kit instead of pink. Now, this kit comes with an action stand, but I really prefer using action stands that came from XFS. I really think XFS gave us a really good bonus when it comes to their action stands. When you use them, you can now replicate these really nice dynamic poses, especially with the shield unit, because it comes with these little effects. And of course, you can recreate that kick blade action which makes this kit really dynamic. I like that you have a lot of playability factor as well on this kit. Now, aside from that, this kit comes along with two cool looking beam sabers. They're not the usual beam sabers, they're more like beam blades, and that's an added bonus. Now, over the years, Gaogao has tried improving their plastic, and I think that they have, but this kit still has that thick, stiff feel on that plastic. Now, let's go ahead and transform this kit into its mobile armor mode. Go ahead and remove the shield, pop off the rifle, remove that shield bracket, and connect this connector piece to the shield so that you can connect it to the crotch area of the mobile suit, removing that little protrusion down the crotch area. Angle the legs and angle the wings on the backpack, and as you do that, remove the top half of the backpack. Now, once you connect the backpack, flip the backpack's nose cone and make sure that the top half of the backpack connects to the chest piece, and make sure that you sandwich and snap that in. And once you snap that in, it will sit flush and it looks like a really nice nose cone. Now connect the rifle down the underbelly of the mobile armor, and bada bing, we have the Immortal Justice in its mobile armor mode. Honestly, I really feel that this mode is a little bit forced. And with that, let's talk about the things that I like about this kit. Number one, the colors on this kit are just really eye-popping. I really think it's very vibrant. I like the colors that they've used. Crimson red and navy blue looks fantastic versus pink. The great part separation as well means that you don't have to use a lot of stickers. This kit is undergated and it's very, very affordable. Now, as much as I like this kit has a lot of flaws. Number one, the plastic quality of Gaogao may have improved, but it's not enough to make this kit look fantastic. The plastic is still subpar to the rest of the model kits out there, brought to us by other bootleggers such as JMS or XFS. The connections are hit or miss, it's a little bit loose, it's extremely back heavy, and the transformation on this thing is very awkward. Overall, I really think the Gaogao could have done better, but with this, we're going to give the rating of 7.5 out of 10 to this model. And that's pretty much all the time that we have right now, folks. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like, hit the bell notification, and once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Stay awesome. Till all are one, peace out and rock and roll. Bye, everybody. Bye.